At the beginning of the film, we hear the main character's reasoning about the phrase, "winner, winner, chicken dinner." It was once uttered by a Chinese player in a Las Vegas casino, and since then, it has become part of the world of cards and gambling. Playing one night, Ben hears this phrase about 14 times. The man recalls that thanks to his genius and his ability to count the lost cards, he had already earned $640,000 that night. The team gave Ben signals: hands behind the back, you can play, finger at the eye. You need to talk, hand on the hair. You need to get away. The action is transferred to the recent past. Ben rides his bicycle quietly through sunny streets and reaches Harvard University. He chats with Mr. Phillips about the scholarship he would like to receive. The man replies to Ben that out of 76 applicants, he is the only one most uniquely deserving of the payment. Phillips suggests that the man write an essay explaining why he should be the one to receive the scholarship. Ben goes to work where he learns that he has been promoted. However, because of the morning's conversation about the scholarship, he cannot be happy about it. He complains to Miles that study and a scholarship at Harvard University cost $300,000. Ben has endured hardship all his life to get into this institution. However, everything boils down to money. Soon, the man is celebrating his birthday in a bar with friends, where he discusses a math competition. His mom talks to Ben and asks him to enjoy life more, as he is only 21. The next day, the man goes to a math class, where he impresses Professor Mickey with his knowledge of change of variable. After class, a man goes to his desk and sees that Ben scored 97% on his last test. During gym class, he stares at a girl named Jill. Miles advises his friend to take a risk and try to communicate with her. In the evening, the guy lingers at school, and Fisher approaches him and tells him to follow him. Ben gets into the auditorium, where, in addition to Mickey, there are other students. There he meets Kiana, Choi, and Jill. Mickey asks if Ben knows how to play blackjack. The essence of this popular game is that players are dealt 2 cards each. The winner is the one with the sum closest to 21 points. If you overcount, you lose. Jill says that the main thing is to count the lost cards. Mickey assures that this game allows you to become very, very rich. Together with his group, the man visits Vegas on weekends and earns good money. Now there is a place in the team, and Mickey offers the man to take it. Ben doesn't want to accept, as he has a job, studies, and a project. Mickey lets the man out but demands that he not talk about what he has seen and heard. The next day, Ben is working in a shop and encounters an unexpected visitor. Jill flirts with him and picks him a tie on his neck. The girl asks Ben not to refuse the chance he was offered and try to play. However, the man again refuses, which upsets Jill. Leaving, the girl says that in Vegas, all dreams come true. Returning home by metro, Ben is immersed in heavy thoughts. Mickey tests his students and gets angry when they estimate the probability wrong. Appearing in the doorway, Ben easily answers the question posed. He begins to study hard, but discovers new things about basic math. Mickey's team uses the numbers to encrypt words and vice versa, so that there is an opportunity to communicate discreetly during the game. Walking with a man one day, Ben says he will only play to save up $300,000 for his Harvard study. Mickey thinks there is no need to give up the lucrative game, since it is not illegal to count cards. Soon, a team of men gathers at the diner and tells Ben about the principles of casino gambling. Choi and Fisher illustrate things vividly with a salt shaker and a jar of mustard. Mickey asks the newcomer a question about special signs and tells him he is ready for tomorrow's trial. In the evening, Ben goes to a Chinese underground casino. Choi signals to the player that a seat at his table is hot. Ben hears the word magazine from the guy and remembers that it refers to a score of plus 17. The man plays quietly and raises his bets when a bag is suddenly thrown over his head. This turns out to be just the final test from Mickey. The man walks with Ben through Chinatown and tells him that he is one of his most capable students. Mickey also tells him about an important rule. In his team, one must always follow calculations and not get into a frenzy, no matter what happens at the table. The next day, the man and his charges plan to fly to Vegas. At the airport, Fisher makes the man go to the bathroom and put a lot of cash in his trousers. Ben is nervous going through security, but thankfully nothing happens. The man observes the lights of Vegas at night, and they impress him. In the room, Mickey gives his team documents with fake names and also offers legends. The man explains to Ben that this way there will be no questions about age. Besides, it gives the impression that different people play in different casinos. Mickey also mentions the main rule is to pretend that they are strangers to each other. By a secret sign, Ben realizes that he should get hooked up with Kiana. He starts playing and does a brilliant job. Early in the morning, Ben leaves the casino with a nice winning. He wakes up to Jill entering his room. The girl praises Ben for his quick reactions and skillful play. Mickey calls everyone into the common room and summarizes the results. The man praises Ben and Jill, but Fisher is reprimanded for continuing to play on a cold deck even though he was signaled. In the evening, the man logs into the game and this time sits next to Jill. Meanwhile, Cole, one of the casino employees, makes sure everything is running smoothly through the cameras. The man wakes up again on a plane and sees Jill next to him. Upon returning from Vegas, Ben decides to have lunch with his mom. The woman gives her son a check for $68,000 and says she's been saving it for his tuition. Ben lies that he got a scholarship and now he doesn't need the money. He goes back to the dorm and saves the first $16,000 he earned for Harvard. His friends ask where Ben has been, and he lies that he has been visiting his cousin. In the evening, a man in a bar treats Jill to a drink, which shocks Miles. Ben walks the girl to the metro and wants to kiss her, but she pulls away. He continues to travel to Vegas every weekend and makes $100,000. Ben likes to feel that he can pretend to be someone else and also focus on what he is perfect at. The man feels that Vegas is the only place where he truly lives. Ben continues to gamble, unaware that he is being monitored in the casino. Cole checks on the player and assumes he can count cards. However, the man tends to think that Ben is not the biggest fish. The man, meanwhile, feels that he begins to distance himself from his real friends. Ben notices that Fisher is not very nice to him. Mickey chalked it up to simple envy. Ben drinks a lot and has lots of fun with his new friends. Also, during one of the parties, Jill approaches Ben and kisses him. During another trip to Vegas, Cole keeps a close eye on a winning player and guesses that he is paired with Kiana. Fisher gets really drunk and starts teasing Ben. The guy accidentally douses another guest, who turns out to be aggressive. This causes confusion. Cole tries to catch Ben, but he manages to escape. Mickey comes to the team and announces in front of everyone that Fisher is out of the game. A man threatens the guy and gives him a return ticket. Ben finally gets to know Jill better and spends the night with her in a luxury suite. Upon returning home, the man hides another plenty of money in his stash. Ben meets with Miles about the contest, but is eliminated from the team due to disinterest. He feels strongly about what has happened and doesn't play well. Ben is signaled that the deck has gone cold, but he continues to raise the stakes. The man ends up losing $200,000. When Mickey finds out about it, he literally loses his temper. The man says that the whole team are business partners for him, and he is not ready to lose money because of them. Mickey demands that Ben himself compensate him for all the damage. However, Ben yells that he can't do that since he's saving up for Harvard. In addition, Ben reminds him that he has won much more for them than he has lost today. Mickey quarrels with the man and leaves the room. Ben says they can manage without the man, and besides, they won't be giving him 50% of the profits. He manages to get the others to join him in his adventure. Ben's game is going well, but he doesn't see Mickey observing him. The man makes an anonymous call and informs Cole that the player is counting cards and therefore winning. Ben is quickly taken to a dark basement. Jill, together with Kiana, quickly leaves the casino. Cole tells the player that he knows Mickey. The man has often kicked him out of his casinos. Once, when Cole was at his father's funeral, Mickey cleaned out his establishment for a 7-figure sum. Cole hasn't seen the man since. Ben leaves the casino with a smashed face. He returns home and learns that he will not be given a diploma because of a failing grade in one of his subjects. Ben enters the room and realizes that his money has already been stolen. The man soon reconciles with Miles and congratulates him on winning the competition. Ben also pays a visit to his teacher and offers to reconcile. He also says that they could have made a huge score if Mickey had played together with them. After briefly thinking about it, the man agrees. the team uses disguises so they won't be recognized. Everything is going great, but Cole appears. Mickey escapes with the fake chips, as Ben has deliberately lured him into a trap. The man gets into Cole's hands. Ben brings his old friends into the game and continues to make profits from the casino. The man manages to get into Harvard, and he continues to date Jill. This is the end of the film. Thank you all for watching this video to the end. Give this video a like. Write in the comments what you think about this film, and see you in new videos.